Hello and welcome back to the Glorious Gnomes. So, right now we have pretty much one point of expansion, which is Greenest over here. All other points of expansion are kind of closed off. Obviously, there's no getting through Baldur's Gate, although they are losing a war pretty badly. Are they losing the war against this one? Yeah, they're losing the war against High King Tristan the Quarreler. Let's have a look here. The High King Tristan has a lot more troops. Maybe Baldur's Gate is our expansion point. Let's have a look here. They also have 5,000 troops, but where are they? You know what? Here's what's happened. So, Baldur's Gate got all their troops up, and then sent them all over here to fight these guys. And then these guys got all their troops, put them on the boats, and sent them over here to fight Baldur's Gate. The thing is, the major difference here is that this guy has a lot of land. Well, Baldur's Gate, actually, it has a lot of tributaries, but in terms of land, it's got like, I think it's got a city over here maybe, and then it's got this. And that's it, right? So they are in serious amounts of trouble, because if they siege everything down, then that is a war lost for Baldur's Gate. However, they still have the troops and we can't fight them. I was considering whether we could be kind of like plucking at the corpse here of Baldur's Gate, just go, ooh, you're a little weak, let's go and attack. But if they haven't actually weakened the army at all, that's not going to help us, because they'll just raise up the troops. Anyway, we're once again swinging our sword, and we've become a great warrior. Well, you know, we now have 10 martial. That should give us another boost in troops, yeah? Yeah, so we're now at 2,200. Which is getting, we're getting there. We're fairly strong. It's good. Also, I think because we created the duchy, we should now have an additional bonus in here. Yeah, because now these are our capital duchy, so we get plus 25% extra stuff on that one as well. Which is pretty nice. It's not a bad little bonus. Ooh, we got a tithe, which is basically some extra money. Yeah, I'll take that. It's not a bad event there, it's just, here you go, have some more money. Once again, we are fighting with our son, and it's just a generic event saying that we are doing that. Violence seems to solve all your problems. Life is easier when you can simply smash things into submission. I seem to no longer have the patience to negotiate. Oh, okay. It's a very gnomish thing, right? Violence? Nah. As in, like, you know, physical violence? I wouldn't think so, but apparently for us it is. Does that usually give 3 martial? I'm fairly certain in the base game that gives 2 martial. I could be wrong though. I think some of these have been adjusted. Let me just have a look. So diligence the same. Kind's definitely been adjusted, I think. Yeah, I don't believe that it lowers your intrigue in the base game, but I could be wrong. Yeah, this I'm fairly certain doesn't give morale. It might do. I don't know. Some of these I'm like questioning my own knowledge of it, but I'm like, some of them are the same. Like Gregarious I think is the same, and Temperate I think is the same. But yeah, some of these I think have been slightly adjusted. Anyway, that's fine. More martial is great because, look at that, another 400, 300 troops, something like that. Anyway, we have a lot more troops now, so that's awesome. It's always good to get some more troops just as a base. That way we need to hire less mercenaries in order to take some of this monster land. My liege, I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspiratorial factions if the proper leverage is obtained. How do you wish to proceed? So, that would be my marshal, apparently, is the one that we can do something against. Let's have a look at our factions list. He is currently in a faction for independence. We will use our legalism to leverage our vassal. I think that's using our diplomacy. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway. Honored Darendar, thank you for reminding me of my duties and obligations as your vassal. You're right, of course. For the foreseeable future, you'll have my promise not to support factions conspiring against you. Cool. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure how those events use, because most of the time I just say, nah, doesn't matter. I'm not going to do anything about it, but because he was in some kind of, because he was in a faction, I thought we might as well get rid of it while we're here. But yeah, a lot of the time it's best to just say, nah, I don't really care that I'm in a faction, and then actually fix the faction, like why there is a faction in the first place. Fix the underlying issues rather than just fix the symptoms. Ooh, here we've got the cultural one. We could grab legalism 3, which would then allow us on our it would allow us on our next character to switch. Wait. Oh, okay, okay. Interesting. I was going to say it would allow us on our next character to switch succession law, but we can actually switch on this character because previously when we changed succession law, we only held this, like we only held a count level title, but now that we have a duchy level title, everything's, you know, fair game. We can now change it. Interesting. So all we have to do is take legalism, which I'm going to do, then switch to late feudal administration, which I would love to do. So allows additional succession laws and vassals to refuse liege intervention in wars are now seen as traitors. Okay, so we'll do that. We just check it feudal. Yeah, it's the exact opposite, that's fine. I'm just checking feudal didn't give any bonuses. So now we've done that, we should see on the succession law one that we have all bar the no vassal has a negative opinion of you. Well, let's have a look. This vassal has a negative opinion of me. I sent him a little gift here. Increases his opinion of us by 30, so he now has a positive opinion. We can now change succession law to primogenitor. Doing that changes who our heir is. Our heir is now Meros. Okay, so that is now followed my daughter's line down. Okay, cool. And I prefer primogenitor because generally the problem with seniority is that you end up with the oldest person at all times as your heir. So right now it's fine because that's my son. But say that my son got in charge, and then when he dies, he's going to be whatever age he is when gnomes die. It's then going to pass to my next son. But then my next son's only going to be like, you know, a few years from death himself. So then it'll pass to the next oldest person. And then they'll be a few years from death. So you constantly have new characters. And then you take the... I head in here to show you where it is. In here, sorry. Wrong one. You'll see there's a short reign years. So basically, for a certain number of years, you have a short reign penalty. So where it says like... Actually, I think we still have a negative with this guy, don't we? No. We must... Oh yeah, there we go. Short reign. It's about the 7th one down. So that's, it goes down by 1 each year, I believe. So that is basically just a straight up opinion negative. So if you have seniority, you're likely to always have that opinion negative, which is not impossible to deal with, but it's a little bit annoying. But right now, we're going to have none of that, and our grandson's now going to be next in line. Okay, he does need to, what's this one? He's dim. Alright, well he's minus one of those stats, but his stats still came out pretty alright, so that's fine. Oh, because he's also shrewd. Oh, interesting. So he's naturally dim, below average intelligence, but he's developed a sharper mind. Oh, okay. Neat. Anyway, what we want to do here is sort by age. What's this one? Oh, barbarian. Okay. And then we want to go down to roughly the same age as him. And find somebody who has some good traits. Like this person is attractive and smart. That'd be a good one, potentially. We have another smart one here. We have a brilliant one with a lisp. We have a smart and hardy one here. Okay. What's that? That's beautiful. Oh, it's a level up of attractive. Wait, what's this? Draconic. Interesting. So you can marry a lizard. Or a dragon, I guess. Oh, it's a half dragon. I see. It is a lizard folk. Okay. Interesting. So that is... mother is a dragon. Okay. Oh, wait. I want to go back into that one. I want to see that person again. So, mother is a dragon. And then father is a lizard. Alright then. Interesting. Anyway, I don't know if we need to marry... I am... well, in my head I am thinking that a draconic gnome line does sound very intriguing. I kind of like that. So would that... wait a second. So would we also be a half dragon? Like... would it go down to quarter dragon, or would it stay as half dragon if they had children, or would it just disappear? It'd probably just disappear, but that is intriguing. I'm gonna get him to marry her. Sure. It's not a great marriage because they're 6 years apart, but you know, we're still gonna go with that. We have a new heir. You'll play as Meros Mirrorshade. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Okay, we just didn't wait for the pop-up. Okay, cool. Who can we righteously imprison? Zanzar. What is Zanzar doing? He is possessed. Okay. Is he trying to kill someone? Yes. Trying to kill Tyax. Well, I'm going to say no to that one there. Zanzar. Let's see here. What are we going to do with Zanzar? We could banish him for 12 gold. We can execute him. No, let's just banish him. Don't go trying to kill my spy master. Right, now we need a new court physician. And we'll just go and recruit one. We'll send out the word and see what happens. Right. An envoy from the city of Baragost arrived with news regarding your search for a physician. The envoy told you of a promising medical student named Loic. The young man managed to save the life of one of the daughters of an important local trader not long ago, and apparently she only lost an eye in the process. Forcing him to join your court would be an easy task. Okay. I do like the interesting facial features of the gnomes, actually. Sure, he seems fine. I mean, he doesn't seem brilliant in terms of, like, learning, but he's a renowned physician. Okay, cool. Somebody died? Is there anybody important who died, or... Oh, Harry died. Was that not my... Yeah, that was my son-in-law at one point. Ah, right, yes, but then he left our court. Okay, fair enough. Murgy is such a caring son, always ready to lighten up the mood during a somber family dinner or play with the children. Even though we may disagree from time to time, I cannot deny his accomplishments as son. People like him are rare indeed. Oh, cool. That's good. Baldur's Gate finished their war. They still have more troops than us, even after that point, which is what we kind of worked out. They inherited some titles, that's okay. How many troops do we have available to us now? Should have pretty much our full amount, yeah. So we're going to end up with like 2.7 overall, which is still not enough. Ooh, Entar Silver Shield has died in Baldur's Gate. And there's been a new person put in charge. Elia the Apostle. Okay, interesting. Another renowned wizard. It was pointed out to me that maybe the learning focus might be useful in this mod. Because the learning focus, a lot of people who have it appear to be wizards. So, that's a good point. We have a learning focus and we're a wizard. A wife has a learning focus and she's a... Pyrosmith cleric, effectively, yeah. Also a ranger and a wizard. Oh, okay, she's got many classes going on here. Oh, and she's got level up. Oh yeah, do we still have level up as a wizard as ours? Yeah, interesting. We haven't had anything about it. Actually, one thing I do want to check is we have a son here. He doesn't have a class. Okay. If we check our grandson, no class. So how do classes work? I'm kind of worried that they may only be in for the top, as in for like characters who already existed. You appear to have one, but you're long-lived. Let me just check something here with characters. Let's go search all, sort by age. We'll head down to this area, like kind of 16 area, and then we should be able to see, right? So we're looking for anybody who has a class who's down at this level. Oh, there we go. We have a paladin. We have one person. Okay, and they've got level up as a paladin as their ambition. Okay, so it is possible for people at this one to have a class. It's just that quite a lot don't. Okay, so what I'm noticing is that a lot of the preceded characters, like if we go up to like a 30, you see rogue, rogue, rogue. This one doesn't have one. Warlock, warlock. You see what I'm meaning? Like, a lot of these, we have a barbarian, we have a rogue. A lot of these already have a class, but at a certain point, the classes just disappear. These guys still have one, but it'll probably be from when we started playing the game. So if I go down to like 20 something, we still have some. Well, there's still some here, but like Yeah, okay, maybe you just get a choice like in your early 20s. Or maybe you need to take the ambition and... Anyway. There's a lot of different things that could be leading into that. I suppose if you need to take the ambition, that would imply that you need to be landed. That could be possible. Yeah, maybe it's only landed characters. So if I search all for ones that are ruler... Okay. And then head... Have I done this wrong? I think yeah, I sorted it in the wrong order. That's okay. So I want rulers who are aged 16. Let's try that. So if I go rulers, yeah, then we're starting to get some more. Then we get wizard, then we get paladin, and we get barbarian. Ah, okay, so the events are, I suspect, only properly triggering on landed characters, which would make sense if they're tied to your ambitions. Okay, interesting. Wait, do these guys... You do still have ambitions, though. So that can't be right. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Effectively, what we need to do is we need to die and play as the next character, and then it'll become a lot easier, because we'll actually see how the event chain works. But it is interesting how a lot of people... you know what it probably is? A lot of the people who are unlanded are probably taking ones like this, like gain a title. So that would probably explain why. While people who are already have land have less ambitions to choose from, maybe, so they're more likely to take that one. I don't know. Maybe. I'm just, you know, coming up with random ideas in my head here. Okay, so we're doing another war game. This time it's against Faerun. Apparently we love doing war games against people who we've either recently conquered or... Oh wait, no, this is the guy we recently conquered and the person who was in the faction. So yeah, we're just doing another war game against him. Okay, so at the beginning of the war game, the enemy quickly tries to advantage up the hill in the areas to get strategical advantage. Let's bring all of our forces to contest the defensive grounds. When our troops reach the top of the hill, Gandolar smiles at us. He reveals the hidden troops that were deployed on the other side of the hill. Tayax suggests that we split up our forces to handle the enemy. Well, Tayax was wrong last time. So, let's brace for impact. Our troops are surrounded in the blink of an eye and we take more casualties than the opponent. In the aftermath, Gandolar stands as the obvious victor. So I'm going to smash the table and send the army pieces flying. Ah, this must be because we are now wroth. Okay, we are angry. So, Baragosts are spread apart. We've had this one before. We don't need supply limit there, so I'm not going to spend the money. Cool. Do we have enough? I'm just looking here in terms of mercenaries. So if I change the cost, a lot of the cheaper ones already hired out, but we get 1,000 here. Okay. And get another 800. Yeah, a lot of the cheaper ones. Alright, there we go. There's some more thousands. So 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So we can get 3,000 troops on top of our troops. That would allow us to have enough to take here. We're going to be a little close. Maybe once we get to 500 gold, I'll declare the war. That seems like a good idea. History is a subject that has always fascinated you. You have spent many last few weeks studying the campaigns of Alexander the Great. There are many lessons to be learned in the conquest of the East. Yeah, that needs localized, but that's alright. That's the kind of thing you often see forgotten. Also, can we just point out that now Peld Vale is controlled by Baldur's Gate? It just casually got conquered there. I did miss that, but interesting. Oh yeah, I guess when Baldur's Gate switched, they no longer were tributary, so then they were free to be attacked again. So yeah, that bit up north is definitely locked off to us. We have a weak claim available to us, the Barony of Honor Guard. This is for Bagelnar. Okay. So where is that? Oh, so it's over here. I don't entirely want that. What's this? That is a half-orc. Oh, okay. Interesting. So yeah, we could get a barony over here. Oh, wait, is that... Oh, it's directly controlled. Yeah, so that barony was just revoked. I don't really want to attack them for that. We could probably win, but again, it's not worth the effort. It's definitely not worth the effort to go down there and get that. Am is finished. Okay. Constructing some castle thing there. It's alright. I introduced Murgy Murashe to Urubis, hoping they could get along, but apparently Murgy was not interested in making an effort. Oh dear. Well, that's just not on, is it? I did not understand fear before, but once you have felt your legs shake and teeth chatter with fear, then it's hard to remain brave. Oh, so we've lost the brave trait, which is fairly bad. Yeah, so that lowers our martial down a little bit as well. So we instantly lose like 100 troops. Oh dear, the spear throwing contest. Well, we're going to do it. And everyone attending the spear throwing competition seemed to be having a great time. Until a spear is carelessly hurled into the field. And we hit Count Gandolar of Firewine. Yes, we're not a sore loser at all in our war game, are we? Okay. Nobody was able to throw farther than us. Ah, so we were the best. So definitely not an accident, then. Oh! As war grows to be a constant presence in your life, you have on several occasions faced, nay, almost courted death. We're now brave again. Oh, wonderful. Isn't it nice to be brave again? But now, because we had just lost the marshal, it took away the troops and now they need to reinforce again. Which is a little annoying, but that's okay. I'm happy we got it back. Now, I would love to attack here. They do have a red dragon. I don't know if that has actually got any, like, you know, gameplay thing, or whether that's just a nice thing for it to say. For instance, I don't know whether goblins are weaker than red dragons in this game itself. So, I know that in D&D they are, but I don't know. But I think we're ready to attack. So I am going to declare a war of monster extermination. I'm then going to raise my troops and these vassal troops, and we're going to go to Coastway. Okay, so we've attacked somewhere that's infested with monsters. They are now defending their homeland. Okay, I do not see anything yet here. I'm not going to raise any troops until I have defeated their army, basically. After several months studying the campaigns of Alexander the Great, you have acquired many fascinating insights and gained new wisdom in military matters. You realize the art of war may well be worth studying. Oh, so instead of getting just +1 martial, we've now got +1 stewardship as well, which is very nice. No. We might win this anyway. But that was not what I wanted to do. I was trying to pause it when we reached Cloakwood. My bad. Rundar says his favourite toy is missing and he won't go to bed without it. I may have thrown it out today when I was tidying up. This is a horrible event because it gives you the same thing each time. Doesn't matter what option you choose, they always get fussy. You know what? I'm just going to run. Just run. That's alright. Head over here. Right. So I want to raise some troops. Let's raise some troops. Sort by cost. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Now this should give us enough. It should also give us leaders, which is wonderful. So this is what I wanted to do, which is to get some leaders in charge of our armies. Now I do need to go to Cloakwood, and then I need to wait just... Okay, head back to Coastway. We're taking attrition. Oh, that tick of attrition's so bad. Wow, that was a lot of attrition we took. Okay. Can we afford another one from any length of time? No. That's very bad. Okay. Right, we'll wait another 2 days. Or 2 ticks of that. Right, now I want to just head straight there. We should have enough. Hopefully. It's gonna be cutting it close. If we take a tick of attrition here, we are screwed. But we'll see. Okay, Coastway is doing well. Now we have a weak leader here, strong leaders on our side. We should win. Yes. The moment it hit the second phase, we instantly won as we got a bonus here. Wonderful. And we are just 200 troops off having enough. That's horrible. Okay. Right, so we gotta head over here. Is there one that costs nothing? Like, pretty much nothing? There is, but we can't afford it. Is there any way to get additional money? Hear me out. Hear me out. How many? Like, that's going to cost us 11 monthly expenses. So that's going to come out in 18 days. What I'm thinking is maybe I could hire another set of troops. Do we have any if I release and re-raise? Yeah, I do have another 165. Right, how many are here? The attrition tick did screw us as well. But my attacking also screwed us. Yes, because they still have some levy, I think. That's going to cause us issues. What I want to do, I'm going to try something. This might not work in advance. I want to let you know. I want to head here. Pay got taken out in 5 days later. Okay, go in. Nope, we're screwed. Okay, fine. That is entirely my bad. I'm in a white piece. Yep, alright. I'll take full responsibility for that one. We took an attrition tick here, which meant that we had less troops, and then that initial attack probably took out an extra 100 troops, which may or may not have been the difference, but we'll assume it was. Okay, fine. Whatever. That was just a little bit of impatience, or playing at speed 5, as it's known. Yeah, I just didn't expect us to reach there and move in so quickly. But, hey, whatever. We'll get him next time. So, yeah, it is interesting to note how much attrition we took there as well, though. That was like 10% of our army just immediately disappeared, which is unusual for just a random one next to you. Anyway, that's fine. Let's grab that. Okay, cool. Carrying on. We'll let our wealth come back in. And yeah, so we know how much we need roughly. We know roughly how difficult it's going to be here now. Oh, there's a new person in charge of Baldur's Gate. It's Duke Elton. Do you know story base? I'm sure. Wait, I'm sure he was in Baldur's Gate 1 at some point. Anyway, Court Chaplain Galena bursts into your chambers, flanked by several warriors dragging Paldro Trundle Pickle with them in chains. My Darandar, there are many concerned peasants claiming their children are plagued by nightmares of this man. He is obviously a warlock. What shall be done with him? He's not a warlock, he's a wizard. It says it right here. I don't know what's going to be done with them. We kind of like having him around because he's our best marshal, so I suppose just brand him an apostate, but not actually imprison him? Sure. That works. This sort of works for us anyway. So we can now imprison him whenever we like because he's a branded apostate. Why would we imprison our granddaughter? What's she trying to do? She is trying to kill Kaelin Toadstool. You know what? She is our granddaughter. We'll just ask her to stop. And here, I'm trying to see what else I would want in this one. Military organization could allow us to have a permanent retinue. I don't really want to be paying constantly for one of them right now, so I think what I'm going to take is just try to see if any of these actually help us. Heavy infantry attack, we'll take melee techniques. Sure, just for just now. Yep, she has decided that she is not going to plot to kill someone. Wait, do we still have a technological one here? Oh, we still have another one in the center. Oh, okay. We'll grab shipbuilding, even though it doesn't matter. Just because if I chose one of these ones, there's actually not an ahead of time penalty, but usually there is. Okay, I guess we're not ahead of time for whatever reason on that tech. Anyway, you realize that to become a great fighter, we need to get in better shape. There's a great path in the nearby woods that'd be excellent for running. Let's go running. Sure. And then we got 100 prestige for doing so. Wonderful. Okay, well. So it's this one. There's a barony's been taken. I did also just notice that Peld Vale is now... wait, it says Larswood? Oh, okay. So Peld Vale is now called Larswood. Interesting. Yeah, so it's owned by this guy. Something's changed in this one somewhere. Oh, they've become nomadic. Oh. Okay. Oh, right, yes. Okay, I understand what happened here. So when the Baldur's Gate got switched over, these guys, there was nomadic agitation on the province. Now, nomadic agitation is something that I had in my test game on this province as well. And basically, what that means is when there's a succession, there's a chance that instead of it being kept in whatever realm it's in, it will instead go back to its nomadic lifestyle. Now, I don't know why this one had it, but I'm assuming it's because it didn't have a castle or a city, and it only had a baron. It only had a well, they're not usually called baronies, but anyway, because it had this one on it here. Yeah, because it only had a temple. That's the one it's usually called. Because it only had a temple on there. Basically, it's like, well, if I only have a temple, I don't have a city or a castle, it must be nomadic, therefore nomadic agitation applies. Therefore, after it left Baldur's Gate, it then reverted, in, quotation marks, it reverted to nomadic. So then they had to create this thing here with all the nomadic stuff, and yeah, it's a little bit weird. So I think that's not quite right. I don't think that's quite the way it was intended, but anyway. Essentially, it's now owned by this guy. This randomly generated nomadic person. And if we were to take it, we would need, I think, 500 gold to be able to build a castle on it. But we could do that. We could, we probably have a reason to declare war. Yeah, we can now liberate it because they're nomadic. So we have a CB against them. However, we don't have the 500 gold, but it could be worth doing. Yeah. I don't know how long a gnome lives for, so we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.